is Marty right here from AKM Publishingg. We got an exclusive video here with you tonight. We were in San Antonio. We straight from San Antonio right now. Marty and the Plugg. We right here, you know what I'm saying? So what's up, man? What you got going on tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Man, a whole lot going on tonight. You know, we got the Southside spot opening. That's my new business. You know, 13 years out the trunk, the long grind. Today I was at the swap meet, aka Poteet Flea Market. I was out there grinding, spreading the word about the store, because most successful businesses, they start at the flea market.
Right, right. Where's this flea market at? Because you know, like I'm Chicago, right? I'm not familiar with that. I just did my first time in Chicago, in San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? So where's this at? So
it's off of was it Jordanton Highway?
Okay.
Yeah, by 14 and Jordanton Highway, Poteet Flea Market. You can Google it. It's been there since I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, that's where I've seen other rappers like SPM, Chingo Bling, cats like that, Haterproof come up, Hooligans, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just following the blueprint and hey, it works.
Yeah, that's the same. Shout out to fucking Drew right now, who's a producer for SPM, who'll be doing some music for us too.
Right.
But so tell us, like, so where are you from? You exclusively from San Antonio? You from somewhere else, or was it word, you know?
No, I was born and raised in San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah,
like South side, north side, east side?
Well, I'm putting it like this. I'm from everywhere, but my heart's on the south side.
Okay.
My hustle started on the west side.
Okay.
You know, but I'm also southwest. You know, I reside right now in the northeast. Okay. You know, I'm all over. I'm everywhere. You ask about Big Kree and we're in San Antonio, I got all areas covered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so tell me how'd you get into music? You know what I'm saying? Like, how'd you get into all that? You know what I'm saying? How did it all get started?
Well, originally I got into music. Being a rapper wasn't my thing when I was younger. I wanted to be a rock star.
Okay.
So I used to play like a little bass guitar and shit like that.
Shit, I wish I would have brought a guitar. I would have been like, what's the skills?
Put my skills to the test. I would have started hitting the banjo right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but basically, I started off playing instruments. Like, you know, I played the guitar, and I started a punk band and whatnot. Okay. But that was like in middle school. It really didn't go too far. Yeah. But by the time I fell in love with hip hop, like right before middle school was around the time that you know, I started taking an interest in the rap, and by the time I was 8th, 9th grade, I got introduced by my partner named G. You know, he would freestyle. We would walk home from school, and he would try to get me to freestyle, and I would always be like, you know, I'm not a rapper, like that's not my thing. I'm a rapper, you know, but I like rap. But he needed somebody to rap with. Yeah. So he kind of twisted my arm, but I'm glad he did, because you know I wouldn't be where I am today. You know.
So what would you say? Would you say that was your turning point, or was there another turning point you really like the moment that you took it serious and you know what, I'm gonna start recording music? So what was your turning point when you say, you know what, I'm ready to record and get into it and really throw it down?
Probably 2006. When I was in high school, probably around I graduated 2004. I know it was a little late, but a couple years out of high school, you know, I was in the streets. Selling dope, doing all that, you know, and I was just kind of still freestyling, recording freestyles. Yeah. I wasn't crafting real songs. Okay. You know, I was more in the streets. I never did a show back then. There was a cat named JV, big on the south side of the Palo Alto hood. I seen him, though. He was one of the first local rappers I met before I knew Rashid, anybody from Dope House, anybody big, like I know now, like I know everybody in the Texas scene, but this is when I was very, very small fry. Yeah. And I remember seeing his flyer with Rashid on it, and I was like, wow. Like damn, bro, you have a song with Rashid? Like, this was unheard of, like in the early 2000s, you know, because San Antonio didn't really have them mainstream hookups back then. Everything was in-house. Like I said, the Hooligans paved the way, Tone City paved the way, Poetic Vandals, Lamb Entertainment, Sweet Pea, PKO, you know what I'm saying? If I forgot everyone's name, you know what I'm saying? My bad, but that's what registers right now.
What would you say inspires you to do music? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you get up and be like, you know, I want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, get on the studio and do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? What inspires you?
I mean, just the passion, because music gives me a natural high, you know? Okay. Like, for the past 12, 13 months, I've been sober, you know, maybe little trees. Right. You know, that's what really changed my life, and I turned up quick within a year, got my own business, my bread went up stupid, I started dropping more content. But, I mean, what inspired me to do music, I just genuinely love to do music. I remember, like, back in 06, I would see the bigger rappers, and first rapper I seen on a flyer was Antonio San. And I remember just looking at it like, wow, like, you know, like it looked so amazing to me to see somebody on the flyer. And I was like, my whole goal was just to get on a flyer and a poster and be like, hey, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like make a CD, like, hey, that's you know, we fast forward years later, and now like I'm already, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm running with it. You know, whoever left it on the table left it, and I picked that motherfucker up, and I'm running with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what will you tell like a younger version of you what you know now? You know what I'm saying? Like a younger person of you, what would you tell them?
Oh, what would I tell the younger Kree?
A younger Kree, what would you tell them? Know what you know now, what would you tell them? You know?
Oh, the younger Kree, I would have told them to stay off the fucking alcohol and the bullshit and to invest in merchandise. And had I done that a lot earlier, I would have been on a long time ago.
Yeah.
But,
so
you know, we grow up, we mature.
We learn, we live in and we learn, right?
Yeah. I was in my early 20s still selling dope when I started doing music, so, you know, I didn't care about, you know, selling shit and being legit, you know. We mature over time, you know, so.
Yeah, so coming from like, you know, like I said, a lot of our audiences have issues with, you know what I'm saying, addictive behavior. So that, what would you advise somebody that knows that's going through struggle right now?
You know, people that are young, they're not going to get it right away because I didn't get it right away. I'm about to turn 37 in February, and I barely got sober last year. And if you told me 2 years ago, you know, if we were on a road trip or whatever, hey, you can't drink in the car, I would be like, fuck you. I'm going to do what I do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pop me this, and I'm going to drink this, and then, you know, I'm going to get to the venue, we're going to party. Afterwards, I'm doing some cocaine. I don't want to go to sleep. Where's the after party? Now I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know, I'm here to do a job, here to get my bread. The music's what gets me high. You know, that's
so I guess I said, where do you see yourself in the next 2 or 3 years?
Shit, next 2 3 years. By then, because I manifest everything. I know for a fact Southside Spot going all the way up. We going up right now. Our first event was lit. We ain't even done our grand opening.
Okay.
2 3 years? You said 2 3 years?
2 3 years.
To the top. I'll be on top.
And what's your vision? You know what I'm saying?
No, my vision. I already got my grind and everything. I'm finna be on top. Okay. I already got my big feature coming out on the 1st. You know, some people know, some people don't. I love the element of surprise. Yeah. But I'm already tapped in with like mainstream artists. You know, my management's great. You know what I'm saying? My cameraman's great. StaticTV, shouts out. We've been rocking 10 years. We've been rocking 10 fucking years. The thing is like how you say people you don't know show you the most love.
Right.
Well.
Who you expect would show you love.
Right,
they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
You feel the vibe. You're like, you tell me doing something good, and they be like, you get the vibe like, oh, that's cool, and you're like,
yeah, that's cool. You're doing
and
that.
you feel the vibe, like they say, like between the two. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the beautiful thing, and this is what I learned through my homeboy Wicked G. I learned this young. When I started in 06, man, I was trying to like, you know, other rappers that I was around and looked up to. I was trying to show them my CDs, boo, 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 hey man, trying to sell them my shit. My homeboy told me, hey bro, you don't market yourself to other rappers. They do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like deep down in their heart, only 10% of them are genuine and gonna support that. They're gonna go against the grain and be like, oh fuck this dude. You know what I'm saying? He do the same thing. So my whole thing that's worked for me is that I have genuine fans who don't rap, and they're the ones who spend money with me, that come to all my shows, that buy all my merch. About 5% people that buy my merch are like rappers that support me. 95% is just genuine people who don't rap that just love music.
What's the most challenging part of being about an artist? You know,
being consistent.
Okay.
Being consistent. Since 06, I never skipped a beat. You know, and I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. I remember when I first started, I went into this one venue and they're like, yeah, back in the MySpace days, we're interviewing everybody and it's going to be on MySpace here. Tell me why my interview never went up. You know what I'm saying? And those people are still around today, and they wonder why I don't fuck with their platform and why my platform is 5 times bigger. It's karma. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, I think it's genuine too. You know what I'm saying? People can tell when you fake, when you're genuine about something. You know what I'm saying?
That's the tough part. Being consistent is everything, because you know there's a lot of people that started when I started in 06, and we might have been on the same level back then up until 2010. And then they stopped. And then come 2015, they popped in a little bit, and then they stopped. And then right before 2019, they may have had big momentum. And then the COVID really separated the men from the boys. Because during COVID, everybody had an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make an excuse. I've always worked for myself. I went and worked for $8 an hour at a corner store to do what the fuck I had to do to have money to keep dropping videos and keep that consistency and keep putting out music. So after COVID rose, the game was mine for the taking. You know, a couple people survived the COVID, salute to them. But I mean, ain't nobody working harder than me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, put in the work.
You go to my YouTube channel, I got 511 uploads.
And I ain't gonna lie, every time I see your Facebook, Instagram, you put in work like you working this, you know,
Every
you doing
day.
this, you doing that. You know, that's important.
Every day. I mean, I
you
run.
You can see that, you know, you on it.
Right. No, I stay on it. I mean, to be successful, you gotta wake up early.
Yeah.
You gotta post content nonstop. You can't have that mentality like, oh man, well, I'm gonna fucking do this little video. Hey man, we here.
Mm-hmm.
And if the show don't look that popping, you're not gonna post it. Like,
right.
nah, post that shit.
Whether people like it or not, you doing what you gotta do, you know?
Or some people get discouraged. Oh, I might post a picture and it don't get so many likes.
Right.
But motherfuckers see that shit.
Yeah, they see that. You know what? That's the thing. People see it, but you know the hate is real.
I am putting out an artist from the Valley. Everyone follow Hennessy, 956. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She's a new wave. She's merch gang. She's from Brownsville.
Okay.
Yeah, she's merch gang alumni, and I got her back, and you know, we're working together to blow her up and make great things happen. Right. So yeah, Hennessy is the female movement on behalf of me. Yeah.
Shout out to her. Shit, what's up? We're gonna do it. It's good. Maybe if I do it, it's good.
Hennessy would love to interview. You know, I mean, you know, she's from the Valley. You know, she ain't really been out the Valley much, but I feel like she has great talent. Yeah. Not just that, she was genuine with me since 2015. Yeah. She never hated on me. Never fucking acted weird. Not saying nobody else in the Valley did. I get a lot of love in the Valley.
You can tell the energy, right?
Yeah, her energy was always great. The support was always great. Yeah. And I just seen her talent, and I was like, you know what? Now I have a platform. And I'm in a position where I have the venue, you know, the fan base is jumping, the YouTube is jumping, everything, you know, the budget is jumping. Hey, I could put some money behind the artist and, you know, we could blow up together, which would have been a lot of other people's opportunity if they didn't snake me out, but that's just the way the game goes. Somebody else from out of town I got to put on because I might have got snaked out by some people in the city who I had dreams of putting on.
Yeah, and sometimes there's a little bit of favoritism. Like, I don't know how it is here in San Antonio, but I know in Chicago sometimes it's like a little bit of favoritism, you know what I'm saying? They're used to a certain type of artists.
That's everywhere,
yeah. So, you know, sometimes, you know, like there's a lot of people doing music, you know, so I would say what makes you think you stick out compared to other artists out there and you know, trying to do their thing?
What makes me stick out from other artists? Not too many artists were battle rappers. You know, I was a professional battle rapper. Yeah, a lot of people forget.
A lot of people write their music.
I agree. Yeah. But a lot of people forget, but I was in the battle rap circuit. At one point, I was the biggest battle rapper in Texas.
Oh, shit.
I started off in a battle league called Texas Battle League in 2010. I went from high school to the pros. Like by 2011, I had my first tryout in the Las Vegas League, which was AHAT. Shout out to OD in Las Vegas at the AHAT Battle League. At that time, they were the third biggest battle league in the world. Everything on their channel was doing stupid numbers. And my biggest battles were on their channel. So that helped me stick out as a different artist, how I transitioned from just making music. And I only did battle rap to promote my music, just to put my song link and everything. And then, you know, I did about 15 battles all over Texas, like I said, from Vegas. And then, you know, it just got to the point where when you're a battle rapper, your net worth is only as good as your last battle. Yeah. And I believe I make good music.
Around, right?
Yeah, it's basically okay. If you're a battle rapper and you lose a battle, right? Your stock goes down. Your next battle, one day they love you, next day they hate you. Yeah. You lose a battle on camera, oh man, you're not gonna get paid as much for your next battle. Woo woo woo. When I think doing music's like the easy way. Because doing music is just you do music and you keep grinding and everybody loves you and you know people gonna hate, but the battle rap is a lot more hate. Yeah. Them YouTube comments are brutal. You could win the battle, slaughter the motherfucker, and they'll still be like this fat Mexican motherfucker, sorry ass piece of shit. Texas ain't got nothing in California. You know what I'm saying?
And matter of fact, they didn't even do shit with their life.
And they ain't even doing shit with their life.
You know what I'm saying?
But the funny thing about it is that shit helped me make my skin real thick. Yeah. Because when I did the battle rap, I used to go back on the comments like, fuck you, you know, woo woo. And then another battle rapper told me like, hey bro, like that makes you look weak by arguing back. You're too big for that.
You know that you gotta walk around like, you know what, I drop what I drop, you like it or not, I'm walking around, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, you know?
I don't give a fuck if you like it or not.
I feel like it's fire, you know, you gotta do it.
So, not just the battle rap stuff. I transitioned from battle rap back into music, and a lot of battle rappers, they're not known for their music.
So do you write or freestyle?
I do both.
You do both? So you gonna do a freestyle right now, or what, for everybody?
I mean, shit, I used to be a battle rapper.
Okay.
I freestyle all day,
Okay, so you're gonna do a little battle rap and throw a little,
that's another
Plugg, free AK type of little thing on there?
Hey, I said it's the big Kree and I got it out the mud. Postage free AK, we chillin' with the plug. You already know who the motherfucker I be. 10 fucking years rockin' StaticTV. We be dropping videos, steady fucking pretty hoes. It's the big Kree, man, you know the game gritty though. Merch for sale, I'm at the south side spot. Get these hoodies and you can get them while it's hot. There you go.
Okay, there you go. Shit, y'all little sneak peek of what's
It's a little something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take up.
You know what I'm saying?
It's already been a long interview. I'm not gonna rap for an hour.
So,
this is a little something,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
So to wrap this up, any shout outs you wanna send out?
Shout out to everyone doing the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and shout out every rapper I'm affiliated with, because then if I miss people, then it's like, oh man, he's a fake ass dude. That's just the mentality in the game. But I'm gonna shout out my immediate team, my management, road manager, FB, my cameraman, StaticTV, Free Carlos Macumba, my original manager, you know, he in the feds, keep your head up, partner. Shout out Mo Hustle, you know what I'm saying? Mo Hustle is the one who taught me the whole merchandise hustle, everything. You know, shout out to Mo Hustle for everything he does. Shout out to Leo Flow, put me onto the whole H-Town movement, you know, at a time when nobody else would answer the phone when I pull up to the H, you know. Shout out to Leo Flow, I'm ever genuine for that. Shout out to all of my out-of-town connects, you know, Trouble, putting me on in Hobbs, New Mexico, always got a spot for me, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to everybody, man. You know who you are, whether you're from Corpus, whether you're from Austin, whether you're from Dallas. I got people everywhere, and if I sat here and thought about everybody, you know, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You know, it's nothing intentional. So yeah, shout out the direct team, and that's my partner Flores. Like I said, my business partner, my cameraman Static, my road manager FB, Leo Flow, and Mo Hustle. You know what I'm saying? And if I forgot you, you part of the direct team. I shouted out Carlos. He locked up. Free him. That's basically the people behind the engine, you know what I'm saying, that are helping me like push this movement as in a whole, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, they're FB, my road manager, you know, I'm on the phone, boom, boom, posting content, doing this and that, doing the accounting and, you know, for the shop money, my personal merch money, and he's driving, making sure I get there straight, you know, he's registering my music online, you know, putting together my EPKs.
Putting all the work, right?
Yeah, fuck, I mean, I've done it by myself for the longest time, so it feels great that, you know, finally.
It's good to have a solid team that's backing you up.
Yes, to have
because when you start out with nothing, you're doing everything on your own, you're like, shit. That's how it's hard to let go, you know, because you really gotta trust your team around you, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta trust people too. I have bad trust issues.
I
put people on, they snake me out, I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, and not only that, you gotta, not only it's just trusting people, eventually it's just trusting people to know that, you know, they see your vision, they're gonna do, and then do what you got, you know, what you got in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, be able to do that, you know? But I wouldn't say they cannot really appreciate you for doing something with us, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, shout out for AK, and I hope that, you know, you're get nothing but success, and, you know, we stay in tune to what you got going on and stuff, so, you got love and support.
Yeah, most definitely, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I've always, like, with my platform, Big Kree TV, I was the one going around interviewing local artists, you know, you know, it's rare somebody came up to me and, you know, and, you know, it's cool and all, but I don't have an ego, you know, it's a lot of artists on my DVD compilations I used to put out, that are still on the banners I promote to this day. They may not fuck with me or tap in or like nothing, whatever, but I still got genuine love for them. You know, it's all about the fans. If I had a song with somebody who says bad things about me, whatever, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to go to the fans and be like, oh, you know, fuck this guy, whatever. Or even if the fans ask me, hey, what about that song you got with that guy, man? How's he doing? I'm just going to say, oh, he's doing great. You know what I'm saying? Like, why hurt the fans over another rapper's ego because you might have passed them up, or you might be getting more money than them, or they don't have the work ethic as you.
Regardless whether whatever you do, you know, your job's gonna come regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because you're like I say, you reap what you sow, you know what I'm saying?
Reap what you sow, and at the same time, I believe in keeping everything professional.
Yeah.
You know, can't one person ever say, hey, Kree burned me, Kree snaked me out, Kree woo, 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 woo. And at the same time, if anybody feels some type of way, hey, I like to do it the old school way. Let's throw hands and get it over and shake
Not only
hands.
that, but if it is, you got an issue, come up to me and let me know what's up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me know
what's
what's
up. You know, how we gotta know about it.
If you have some type of fake beef about me, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
You better think we all Gucci and stuff, you don't say nothing, you know? You don't come to me, how am I gonna know?
In my eyes, I'm cool with everybody in the city. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody equally. I be trying to, you know, when I put out the DVDs, I put everybody I put on, you know, woo, woo, woo. And then, like, once I started growing up more, I noticed a lot of less support from a lot of people. But then again, I never depended on rappers for support in the first place. Because I have tons of genuine people who don't rap, and they're the ones that pay the bills. They're the ones that help us build the Southside spot. So shout out to all the genuine fans.
Showing love and everything. And like I said, thanks for showing love for this interview. Shout out to Steve with StaticTV, you know, doing this interview and everything to recording, high quality videography. Make sure y'all follow the StaticTV as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's another thing. StaticTV, the movement. If you in San Antonio and you don't fuck with StaticTV, you're doing something wrong. And I don't say that because he's my cameraman. Static is very genuine, very humble. His rates are amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no reason why you shouldn't tap in and do business with him. You know, if you have your own camera guy, cool, woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Static's the wave, and you're gonna see we a team. We coming up together, crazy. He got more subscribers than me.
That's what I'm saying, babe. Y'all looking for a badass music artist for San Antonio, you need to hit on StaticTV. You know what I'm saying? They doing, you know what I'm saying? You can afford it. You get up with the rates and then just move around. You know what I'm saying? This one is we ain't bringing down no quality down because you know it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So. Like I said, AK, not show love. Thank you for doing the interview.
For sure.
And we out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Plugg magazine.
Hey, shout out to Plugg magazine. I go by the name of Big Kree, Free AK. You know what I'm saying? We in here. 21st century, Southside spot, merch gang movement, the music, everything, man. Much love, Plugg magazine.
All right, we out. Shit.